I go back mid lane. Here we go again. I lost all my LP, literally all of it. Not gonna lie, this Ahri nerf sucked. But next patch apparently is gonna be good again, and you know what? Maybe the Ahri adjustments are extremely good for next patch. Because next patch, Riot apparently is finally doing it, and they are about to bring back burst items. The items that we are supposed to go from start anyways, since years. I saw like the freak video, I don't know, maybe they do still some changes, right? But I think they usually lock in after 1 week, right? And it's like pretty close of 1 week period, right? And apparently they will buff Malignants, they will buff Ludens, they are going to buff Lichbane, they will buff Death Cap, they even buff Storm Surge, and they will nerf like items like the Unris and Seraphs. And honestly, I am really glad. Because I'm not a big fan of the Unris and all these health items. I think even if they are like strong, you are extremely team dependent if you go items like that, because you have low haste, you have low burst, so basically you can do a lot on your own. And then you just like farm and farm and farm and farm, and eventually you have scaled, right? And you get like a good teamfight situation and you're just like abusing it and you take over. But it feels very unsatisfying for me personally to play that. So yeah, I'm really glad they are like waking up. I think a lot of other mid laners are also like, you know, bored from this health meta. Because we haven't, like, we became mages, right? Like burst mages especially. We didn't want to be tanks. And if we wanted to be tanks, we would have become a tank main by now. So yeah, I'm glad they actually do something. Anyways, Syndra lane. I have to focus a little bit. I've lost a lot of elo also because I just like tried a lot of stuff, like not gonna lie. I think I started to like experiment with builds again once I was around 250 LP, so I lost with Magnus elo as well and Leandris, but once I was like 250 LP I tried a lot of stuff and it just like made me lose even more LP. And like nothing really kind of boards. Like everything has its weak points and everything kind of feels trash, and it's probably just the same reason as always, because at the end of the day, in my opinion, the only builds that don't really feel trash or like are kind of rewarding are burst type of builds, but if every burst item is bad, then yeah, you're gonna have a hard time. Anyways, this game I go Mayans and Lianus. Maybe I go Lichbane, maybe. Maybe. Not sure, but maybe.
A little bitter for my
That was a late TP by the Syndra, but okay. I can't wait to be level 6 and get my Ignite back and try to kill this Syndra. Can't wait for that. Give me 1 more minute. Wait, what? That was terrible. Very bad by me. Let's just recall now again. Actually, yeah. I guess I go Boots and Dark Seal and skip the potion. I think that's pretty solid if I do that. I think it's pretty solid.
There's beauty in it.
You know, they have also like increased the gold, right, on this patch, like the gold that you get from now on from killing an enemy, which means like what Riot basically said, well, we reward killing again a little bit more, and I think that's a really good change also. I really like it. With the changes next patch, it's gonna be really nice. At least it could be really nice, right? Maybe they are like able to hit the sweet spot in League with next patch, where you can snowball and take over games again when you play well, and you can just like Oompa Loompa snowball at some point if you just grief or something. And like kill trade and everything, cause like, you know, maybe like they hit the sweet spot where you need high CS, some kills, and then you just get that juicy power spike. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to kill this in now. Not bad. Let's go and get the plate. I need to recall again. We go into the blasting wand and then we see what we can do. So I'm kind of snowballing, so... Ah, whatever. Fuck it, it's fine. Maybe that was not a good idea, but I already clicked it and went out. I wanna go Lichbane this game, but I will go Liandris anyways, because Liandris is kinda OP. But if I snowball, I wanna try to sneak in a Lichbane again, because Lichbane feels so nice to play if you snowball. And it's like not too bad with Liandris, right? Like you can use it as a poke tool. But if I snowball, I wanna do some little bit like bonus damage early game. Because also like I wanna have haste, because yeah, I like wanna increase my chances to get more kills. Very often I get some kills in the laning phase and then nothing happens, and here I am with my Liandris, and now I have no movement speed, no haste, and my burst damage also is not that insane yet early game, and it's just like feels crap in a way. But if I don't snowball, I will always go Liandris second. And just become that air bot into team fight. Because Lichbane is still a bit risky, right? Second. But I mean, if you get ahead and you've got a few solo kills, you get bonus level over your enemy, which means like bonus tankiness in a way. So, not too bad at that stage of the game. Anyways, let's push the wave and then instantly recall. I think that is a pretty good move, because I want my Liandris, my Malignants. Let's go. 80 seconds cooldown. Oh boy, I missed that too. I haven't played a very long time Malignance with Ultimate Hunter because I was experimenting a lot, so I had a lot of high CD, man, lately on my Ultimate, which feels fucking crap, by the way. But I think everybody agrees with that, right? High cooldown, man, on Ultimate Ahri, like on the Ultimate from Ahri. Oh my goodness. Now she actually lives because she went level up. Look, you get like 180 per level. And she lived with like 110, that's insane.
I hear the wind. Oh, there you are. Come to see new sights with me.
I think I take one more wave and then just go and buy the Sheen, why not? Sheen is not that bad, unironically. Now it's probably not as good anymore as it used to be. I also wonder if it's like really good by like just going CDR boots, you know? For Ahri at least. Because like CDR boots like just give you a flash and ignite sooner, right? And they give you also haste, and haste is just something you need. But I mean next patch probably not anymore, right? Because like they actually buff the burst damage items. Well, at least my farm is pretty nice. So far. I saw the Leona. I go back mid lane. Oh, I missed this, by the way. I missed this. Like, you guys cannot imagine how much I missed it to go back damage items. I know this is like probably not the best Ahri build you can go right now, but holy shit, it's gonna be the best Ahri build once you go with next patch. Oh yeah, by the way, I think I forgot to mention they also buff Malignance. I think I didn't say I think I didn't say that, right? I only mentioned Loons, I think, from the mana items. They will also buff Malignance from the yeah. Man, God bless, God bless, God bless, man. Like, just let me have my mid-game power spike again, like I used to have back in the day. Like, mages actually used to be extremely strong around 2 items back in the day. Because like you basically could one-shot ADCs, right? And others couldn't really do it, and you had a lot of mobility. And so you could take over really hardcore. But yeah, they like, the burst was so much like reduced, right? To a level that that power spike didn't really exist anymore, and then it gets really awkward. Or like it became really awkward. 67 CD. I like it. We got our Lichbane.
We'll be back soon enough.
And we have 9 Dark Seal stacks. If people aren't up to date, by the way, with League, they buffed Ignite a little bit, so like once you're level 6... No, yeah, no. Wait, yeah, I think once you're level 6, you get 5 bonus damage on Ignite. And every additional level, you get 5 more damage compared to like last patch, so... So I think around level 18, you do like 75 more damage. Which is pretty good, I would say, right? Won't complain about that one, that's for sure.
Light on my feet. So many memories.
I will do it slow. Oh yeah, another thing, by the way, if like snowball builds come back, like this is just a little small detail and this probably doesn't really matter for a lot, but it's way easier to just like farm, right? Like when I go Mali against Lichbane, whatever, just damage items in general, it is way easier for me to like, for example, kill camps, right? Compared to like, you know, Rod of Ages, Liandra's Riftmaker. Because of the haste increase and everything, right? And if you can like farm camps again, it's also like easier to get gold again, right? More gold means more power. More power means more damage. More damage means more one-shot. I should have picked them up ASAP. I greeded for the minions. Oh, she's just leaving, man. What? They FF, I mean, okay. GG's. I think I will actually keep playing this again. Well, what does that mean? I will probably like play a similar build, but I will adjust. Basically, I will try and see if I snowball with Malignance from now on, that I will just sneak in a Lichbane. Because it's just like more fun. I'm not sure if it's good or like that insane, right? But like for me, personally, it's way more fun, right? And maybe for me it is better. Maybe. And then I will just like go Liandris and I don't know, I guess I have to go Riftmaker no matter what. It's gonna be like Liandris or like Liandris for sure third, and fourth is probably like Riftmaker or 2005, but I guess Riftmaker. I mean, that probably doesn't sound too bad, right? Like it could be worse. Like Riftmaker and Liandris is really good, obviously. Well, yeah, let's see what happens if I do that. Maybe Cosmic Drive fourth, but you're not allowed to go Death Cap or something, right? Because like that is too much glass cannon again. But I think if you snowball Lichbane second, it's not too bad, because at least Lichbane, right? It can work as a poke item also, right? And gives you a little bit of movement speed, so. But yeah, if you don't snowball, I guess we just have to go Lianus in those type of games. And here, as you can see, like, I did a lot of testing and I basically lost a lot of LP. The only build that worked for me somewhat is a Sarah's build, which is like, this build gave me like 100 haste. And once I had 4 items, it was pretty strong. but getting to that point was just annoying as per usual. And yeah, the early game kind of sucks. So, but I mean, it was kind of like in some games it felt really strong. But I mean, like you can see here, right, and Runes also. But early game is tough, and yeah, it's just not satisfying at all for me to do it. I don't like it. And next patch is gonna get nerfed, so it's probably like at this point trying like keep going into this route is like a waste of time, right? Because in basically like 2 weeks everything is gonna change again. Oh yeah. I think, by the way, next patch Malignance and Lichbane might be really insane on Ahri. And the cool thing about next patch is there's like maybe like some alternate builds that you can go again because they buff loons and stuff, but we will see.
Too late for mercy, murking opponents who wanted to verse me. Falling like I'm Curry, Karama, comma, the verse queen. We lining up the hearses for the whole team. KDA made a case, I'm the GOAT it seems. We're still here, orb of destruction, make it crystal clear that I can outfox any op that's near. Got a stack for this cast like a cop that's here.